People, deluded, I'm back again. Good evening to my people, them out there in the UK. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good night, depending on wherever you're based. And welcome to the Manchester City versus Chelsea Champions League final live watch along with myself. Please make sure you're hitting the like button on arrival. I hope you're all doing well and safe. You know, unfortunately, as an Arsenal fan, I could only dream of being in the competition, much less being in a final. But it is what it is. From a neutral point of view, you just want to see a good game. So, yeah, man, God knows what's going to happen in this game. But I appreciate you lot that are locked in and obviously watching this with me, people. So, yeah, as I said, please make sure you're hitting the like button. We'll get into the lineup and all of them sort of things shortly. I hope you're all doing well and safe. And yeah, man, straight out the early blocks, you've got the Spabbers, man. Even shout out to the Spabbers, man. They've made it in, even into a cup final. Shout out to you, whoever you are, man. You know, you're getting your kicks, them. Like Dia said, please make sure you are, however, hitting the like button, people. And yeah, like I said, man, I'm keen to see what sort of Champions League final this is going to be. Personally, I just feel when you look at the last couple of games these two teams have played, I won't say Tuchel's had Pep Guardiola's number, but he kind of has, in a sense of, I just think he knows how to set up off the ball and he knows how to frustrate Man City. And I think, like everybody probably saying, and it's obvious, I think the first goal is crucial. Like a lot of my Chelsea supporting friends that I speak to, they back themselves if they get the first goal. They're kind of doubtful if they let Man City get the first goal. I don't know if any of that will transpire into the game, but it was interesting to hear that. As you know, City, spoiler alert, we'll get into the lineup at around the 5-minute mark, but City have gone with no striker again, saying that there's about 5 players, in my opinion, that at some stage in the game, whether regardless of where they start the game, at some point will find themselves through the middle. Gundogan scored a couple of goals to put it short in the Premier League going through the middle. Kevin will spend the time there. Predominantly, you obviously have Foden there and Sterling there and Mahrez all taking chances there wherever they start. And again, it's interesting from both teams because both teams don't really have a striker. I don't want Chelsea to win, of course, people, but I feel they're going to actually win today. Kevin De Bruyne just hit the crossbar. He's loading. I don't want Chelsea to win today, but something just tells me Chelsea's going to win and Werner's scoring. I'm a Manchester City fan for 90 minutes. I can't lie. So I'm hoping that in the same way Villarreal and Leicester did their jobs, you know, Man City can do their jobs in that regards, man. You know, shout out to the spammers, their moderators. Please make sure you're patterning though, man. You know, the man, they are a bit gazy still. What have you said, my guy Jay? You said if City score first, 3-1 minimum. Again, I'm just hoping to see goals, man, because again, one of my good friends and day one is actually a Spurs fan. And from a neutral point of view, he doesn't think it's gonna be a game like that. He actually quite pessimistic on this game, and I want to see a good game. Obviously, I can't lie. From a neutral's point of view, I want to see controversy. I want to see VAR talking points. I want carnage, people. I can't lie. It's the last game of the season. This don't affect me. For Chelsea, obviously, they could get a second Champions League. It must be nice. For Manchester City, they can get their first, and which will, you know, City every season, more or less, have been setting some sort of new level and things like that. So it won't surprise me if they go on to do a couple of greater things after this. But I believe Pep was brought in predominantly to win the Champions League. And yeah, they've done the 100 points. They've done mad things. The Champions League is the Champions League. This is what people dream of winning as a player or as a child, wherever they're from. You know, football, there's many different cultures and players from different sort of backgrounds out there. I'm sure they all dreamed of playing in the Champions League, playing in the World Cup and all those sort of things, people. So yeah, man. Kay said, I'm a Chelsea fan too for tonight. Kay, you're a United fan historically, if I remember correctly, so I understand it really. Omar said, you've made it, DG. I don't know about that, man. I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday, man. I'm not too sure about I've made it, but trying, man. Maybe one day we'll get to say it. You know, like my guy Jay has said, like button, on entry, people. See, I'm so unprepared, people. I ain't even got my water, my sweets, my nothing, man, my nothing. So at some point, I'm gonna have to go downstairs before the game kicks off. But we're quite a way away from that, man. A man said, "Big up DG Alves in the building." Is it DG or Tony, your bro? Or what a strike, son! Aye, man. Listen, when you're a fullback, you're good for that every 5 years, man. It's nice to score a good goal. It's nice to score a goal, full stop, man. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm that, man. Big up yourself, bro. I appreciate you. Nathan has said, yo, mods, bro. The moderators are losing, man. I can't lie. Them spammers. I think they're winning. They're winning 3-0 right now. Moderators, you gotta get back in it, man. You gotta do a West Ham versus Arsenal. Sorry, man. The man said it's the same spammer every time. I think. I don't know, man. The man said DG the janitor. Fair play, man. Shout out to you, man. But yeah, man, let's get into the lineup, people. Let's get into the lineup. Let me share my screen. You know me, I like to go on their Twitter pages. Be lovely to play in the Champions League one day, man. I hope we can qualify from an Arsenal perspective, man. I'm quite jealous. I just looked at the background. Where the hell is the lineup, man? I really should have done this a lot earlier. Apologies, people. See, come on, there we go. There's Cities, and now the second hard part of this. Sorry, people. Sounded mad, people. I apologize for the awkward pauses and that. You lot are probably wondering if your internet works. It's not that, man. I'm concentrating. I'm a male, man. I can't multitask, really. Truly, it's a bit mad. But yeah, finally can bring you lot the lineups, people. So let's start with Chelsea, man. Just because they took the hardest to find. So yeah, man, as you lot can see, starting with Chelsea, let's zoom in a bit because I'm a bit conscious as to if you lot can actually see this. Yeah, so we're going to rock with that. So as you lot can see, from a Chelsea perspective, they've gone with Mendy, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mason Mount, Werner, and Kai Havertz, people. So from that perspective, the Chelsea lineup hasn't thrown up any surprises, I guess, people. You know what to expect. You probably did not expect Giroud or a traditional number 9. I'm sure many Chelsea fans, if they are out there listening, did not expect Tammy Abraham to feature. So yeah, they've gone with Kai Havertz. At the end of the day, whatever you say about him, you bought him for big money. So when you get into situations like that, you're looking for these players to stand up to be counted. Werner, I think he does all the other things not bad. He's just clearly it don't happen from in front of goal. But this is a time where you could go down in Chelsea folklore and make yourself a hero. And this could be, provided Chelsea win and you score, where you could potentially, I'm sure some Chelsea fans have some hope that he does become clinical. For Mason Mount, he's Mr. Chelsea. No one in that lineup will be as happy as him to win the trophy. Saying that, Mr. Reece James is in the lineup. You know, if Chelsea are sadly to win, you know, one consolation will be for me and N'Golo Kante, and I actually like Rudiger as well as Reece James, so, and Mason Mount. But yeah, it is what it is. So no surprises there. I know there's been touch and go from a Chelsea perspective in terms of the fitness for Mendy and for Mendy. I did see some rumor about Azpilicueta, but for me, I saw primarily and predominantly Mendy and Kante. So I'm not too sure on any injuries and whatnot. So I'll leave you lot to simmer. What do you lot think of the Chelsea lineup? What do you lot think of what's your lot score predictions and that? Hasn't quite sunk in what's ahead of us, people. So I haven't gone as far as to do a score prediction as of yet, people. But I'd love to know how you lot are thinking in relation to this game and where you lot's heads are at, really and truly. It should be an entertaining game. I say it should be. We never know. I hope it's not like the Europa League final, people. I'll tell you like that one for free, because that one there was a ball draw. Then that spammer might have been right when he said, DG, why you yawning? Then I'll say fair play, man. The American Gunner, you're in every live stream, and I really appreciate that. And not just you, but I see a lot of guys. Nathan, random guy, Alan, you know, Omar, of course, you know, Omar comes like Fernandinho. And I would have loved to have seen from a Manchester City perspective, Fernandinho start. Personally, people, I think he deserves it. But if I go through to Manchester City's lineup, again, no surprises. You know, again, it must be nice having a squad like this, people. Sorry, my guy, with your comment, but I need to get that out of the way. Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo, Mahrez, Sterling, Foden. Maybe the only surprise I would say for me is maybe Bernardo Silva starting, not because he's a bad player, it's just because that's where I'd look at. I'm pretty sure we both expected both teams to not go with a striker. Whether you're the sentiment and the football romance and you're hoping, you know, last hurrah for Sergio Aguero, that's going to have to happen from the bench. I would have thought Fernandinho would have played, but it is what it is. Now, Rodri, for whatever reason, is clearly No, Rodrigo's there. Sorry, people. So Rodri's on the bench and Fernandinho. So Pep's really gone for it, really and truly. Pep's really and truly gone for it, hasn't he, people? You know, again, you look at, well, the names there, everything past Zinchenko, they can all score goals. Obviously, they're going to have to do other arts in the game, but they can all score goals. They can all run through the middle. Kevin De Bruyne captains the team. And again, we've watched his whole career develop, man. We you know, he gets better with age, really and truly. And to call him a great footballer, like the half of the team, you know, for Phil Foden, I'm sure he has to pinch himself because, you know, you want to play. Some people don't get to play in a final, much less a Champions League final, you know, and potentially winning it and winning all these cups before he's turned like 25 and that, you know. Again, he's a quality player and he's going to, it's scary to see what Phil Foden will look like come, you know, 10 years time from now. And not just him, the Sakas, the Fodens, the Greenwoods, all of them sort of guys, they're scary. And hopefully he can take this form and this good season into the Euros. I don't care where you play him, just make sure you play him Southgate. You know, between him, Grealish, Mount, you should be bringing some attacking football and a couple other names, bringing something to the table. We shouldn't just sit there and see. I don't want to disrespect any other footballers, but he's called up a lot of builders or piano pushers, and I don't want to see us piano pushing on the world stage. You know, let's free up the guys. Obviously, Foden, I've got a lot of time for Foden. I could spend a lot of time speaking about Phil Foden. Raheem Sterling, again, you know, I'm sure when he was a little youth that out there in Northwest London, he didn't expect to be winning the Premier League, much less being in the Champions League. Mahrez, when he was growing up, you know, Bernardo, again. Everybody in that squad, again, really and truly, we could sit here and talk about tactics and stuff. And I'm a passion merchant, admittedly, but it's not about tactics today. Obviously, the fine margins will look back and the systems and that, but it's a standing up to be counted thing. It's all of them should have nerves. It'd be worrying if you didn't have nerves, but it's about recognizing that fear, meeting it head on and running straight through it like it's a brick wall, which you shouldn't run through a brick wall, but you get it, you know. I'm sure you're all nervous. No one wants to lose. Everyone's got family probably at the game. Everyone's family's probably buzzing. Everyone's buzzing, you know. Channel it for both teams. Again, you can all cement your own sort of legacies. You lot can be, for Chelsea, the second team to win the Champions League. For Thomas Tuchel, first European trophy, I believe. Forgive me if I'm wrong. For Pep Guardiola, he's won it at a second team. For all of you players, for Foden, he's completed the game, really. If football was a game, he's completed it. Like, he could just be on if he was bad man like that, he could just be on a money thing for the rest of his career. Because what else does he need to win? Fair enough, you could look at England and whatnot. Raheem Sterling, it is what it is. And when you look at it, at this City squad, when you look at it as well, you look at Fernandinho, you look at who else? You look at Fernandinho's probably the extreme example, but you look at Fernandinho, you actually look at Kevin, you look at a couple of them, they're getting on a bit, you know, these City players, people. Forgive me if I'm wrong. How old is Kevin? He must be about 28 or something like that. You know, Fernandinho plays like he's 25. My point is not to disrespect them or be ageist. My point is there's not going to be too many opportunities to be sat here realistically. That's why you want to try a bit more. And away from banter and getting at Chelsea and stuff, it's a game where, from a human point of view, you don't want no one to lose, man. But that's the beauty of football. It's here to be won, lost. You know, it is what it is. Hopefully, for me, City win. I'm sure there's a couple of Chelsea fans listening. And shout out to everybody listening. Please make sure you're hitting that like button, people. How long until kickoff? 15 minutes. Looking at the Chelsea lineup once again, people, like you can see there for yourself. What are you lot saying in relation to the game, though? Because I'm not even taking in what you lot are saying. I asked you lot for some predictions, and you've come in with some, people. I appreciate that. Also, Thiago Silva, to that point, went over my head. So, Prince Teddy, you're completely right. You know, Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva. You know, you lot, Giroud's on the bench, but Giroud, you know, Caballero's not a main player, but he's part of the squad, you know. They're not going to have too many opportunities out here, people. So for me, if I'm Chelsea, I would have just flinged on the Jogba highlight reel of when they won it last. You know, just sat them in there because it's a passing merchant thing today. But you're fully right when you say Thiago Silva is the oldest man to play for Chelsea in a major European final at 36 years of age and 249 days. Shout out to Thiago Silva. That's a fantastic achievement. Almost going with a 2-1 Chelsea. My guy Gunner is going with a 3-1 to City. Jay's also echoed that and said 3-1 City. I hope you lot are right in terms of a goal fest, you know. I don't want this game to be appalling. I actually want to be able to stay awake for this game, man. I really do. Because, again, with all due respect to United and Villarreal, I know there's a complete gulf between the two sides. In my opinion, I know Man United can sit there and say they finished ahead of Chelsea, but in terms of football, but that final, please, I don't want it to echo well, for banter purposes, it was elite, but that first half was terrible. I want a good game of football, man. And like I said, nerves, man, because is the nerves going to get the better of both players? Again, maybe the first goal will be the best thing that happens. You know, if you're Chelsea, a lot of Chelsea fans, as I said at the start, that I speak to, are scared if they go a goal down, but maybe going a goal down, not that you want to, but could be the best thing. Because as an Arsenal fan, that's when the penny seems to drop and we're like, oh, cool, let's calm down, let's try win and whatnot. For City, that might be the worst. And again, you just look around, it's legacy, man. I mean, who could have had a better 6 months or however long it was for Thomas Tuchel if he wins the Champions League? And again, for Chelsea, away from it, it's a pride thing because you were in 2 finals and you lost one. Come on now. No one wants to lose 2 finals now. No one wants to be part of that. That's you go again and all of that, but that's sad, isn't it? I hope it happens, of course, like I said. So yeah, Omar's done a complete 360 and gone with a 2-1 City. You know, Ak has said 2-1 City, could be 2-0 or 3-1. You're just saying bare things, man. Frederick has gone with 3-1 City. I hope you lot are right with the goal fest, man. I really do. Kay is saying 3-2 City. Once again, I hope you lot are all right with this goal fest thing, people. I really want it to be. You're right. It is a pretty attacking side from both teams, man. Let me switch back over to Man City. Almost dropped that. Keep looking at my phone, people, because I need to time it right, man. 100%. Need some water before this game continues, man. That's even predicting goals. Goals from Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo, and Jorginho. Pen, probably. Fredericks had an interesting point. He said, don't forget they both have 5 subs, so City bench is massive. And when you look at the bench, well, fair play to Carson and Stefan, you know, the keepers. And I might call him Ake could be utilized. But from an attacking point of view, you know, you've got Ferran Torres, who's in a decent bit of form. You've got Gab Jesus. You've got Sergio Aguero, who needs no explaining. You can throw on a Cancelo there. You know, in theory, you can throw on a Mendy there. Zinchenko's been good and whatnot, but if I was Mendy, that would tell me beyond the obvious that Pep don't really rate me. I know Pep's mad, but for me and for Pep, really, I don't think I've been saying it. I've got a bit of a Mendy agenda. I know he's funny on the socials and he's a cool guy, but I think I've been saying he's suspect. Maybe it's a fullback thing, and he's clearly better than me, although I ain't seen him score that goal that I scored. But anyways, I think it's pretty damning, you know. Shout out to Zinchenko because he's doing a bit like what Maitland now should have done. I'm a centre mid, but there's an opportunity there at left back. Let me make it my own. And you look at it, and Zinchenko, to be fair, in the stage against PSG off the bench, forgive me if I'm wrong and my memory serves me right, he did pretty well, in my opinion, and has pulled his own weight. He's no scrub in his own weight. What have you said? No dark arts needed. We will win. If not, I'm jumping. Oh, wow. My guy, calm down, my guy. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Football is deep. Football is more important than life. But the beauty of life is that it keeps going, whether it's knocked you down or whatever. Please do not do that, my guy. Please, man. Whoa, my guy. And like that, I wish I had somebody that thingy, man. Somebody that could screen test the comments, man. My guy, don't do that, man. You gonna put a guy in a difficult position with them comments there, my dude, man. Bro Pro 98 has said, I have a feeling Chelsea will start the game and City a bit shaky at the beginning. I want City to set it, man. I want a slaughter. I can't lie, man. You seeing them City players there, man. You Sterling, Mahrez, Foden, Kevin against your old club in a final. I know Jose is not there and it weren't really the club thing, but again, it's a game for egos. It's a game for passion. It's a game for realizing your destiny. Like I said, man, I'm a passion merchant, so I think it's a game for passion. Again, tactics play a part, but it's about mentality. If you go a goal down, you can't crumble. It's not the end of the world. You know, you have to have that mentality to go again. Em is actually saying this will be very tactical, and I hope it is same way because there's no strikers and they both got ballers out there. Like they've got both can play good football on their day. So happy to see it. Kofi's gone for the jugular and he's saying 5-1 City. I hope so, man. I really hope so. Tino saying, how's your day been, DG? Calm, man. Like I done a live stream earlier. Chilled, really. Played a bit of Football Manager. Football Manager, I don't even want to talk about that one really and truly, man, because what we're sixth, it's getting a bit mad, man. We just, after winning every trophy, it's getting a bit mad. I tried not to invest. Only bought Mason Greenwood. Again, I do a madness in that game, and I got Mason Greenwood, Kulusevski, Kylian, Karim Adeyemi. I got hella ballers. Like Arsenal's in the image I'd want it to be in it, but it was getting left, man. So it's been a calm day other than that, man. Realistically, 2-1 City, 2-1 Chelsea. Don't know if that is a think or a hope. Boy, I don't know, man. Random guys saying 1-0 City. Come on, today I'm a City fan. I don't think a goal fest is happening. Let's talk it into existence, man. Let's talk it into existence, man. Finley is saying, DG, who's going to win? This is a tough game. But bro, if I had that answer, I would have bet my life savings on it and made a calm flip. I don't know. I hope City, but I don't see why Chelsea can't win. I know Chelsea are probably the underdogs, or I say probably to put it nicely. They are. They're going against the Premier League champions. They're going against Pep Guardiola. They're always going to do it. But that can always be a benefit. And at the end of the day, it's about playing the occasion. As much as we're making a meal of it and it's just Champions League, it's a game of football. Football's won on the pitch. It's not one because Kevin is a sick player and whatnot. It's one because you want it a bit more. And I would say if I was a player and I could only hope to be a player, well, can't hope. Hopefully my son could be one day. Shout out to the onboard son that I will have one day. I would want to have no regrets. Whether I win, lose or draw, whether I'm the keeper or the striker, whoever's out there, whatever duration of the game, I'd want to have no regrets. You don't want to sit there. Obviously, if you're a striker and you miss a chance, yeah, I should have finished. But don't have no regrets. If you're a fullback and you feel you should get forward, but you're kind of shook of what City's coming with or what Chelsea's coming with, get forward. You don't have no regrets. You want to leave that field now. You gave everything. Like you want them to take that trophy over your dead body. Like you gotta wanna realize that more than you want to be alive, man. Like it's the Champions League. Like if I was a footballer, I can't lie, I'll do a lot for the Champions League, man. Like it's the Champions League. Like it's a bit mad. I'm happy for Giroud. Boy, it would be nice. Imagine getting a World Cup, a Champions League, and then fighting for a Euros. It must be nice, innit? I'm barely involved in it like that, man. In terms of where this game is going, man. Nah, I like Zinchenko. I'm just saying Zinchenko. I bigged up Zinchenko, Nathan. Like Zinchenko's doing his thing. I'm praising Zinchenko. He saw a role and took it. But I'm just saying he was a centre mid and he's doing his thing. I just feel realistically, like if you're City and you're at the top, my guy, and realistically at the top, you should be most paranoid because that's surely when you get to that pinnacle, if they do win this Champions League and winning the Prem, surely the only way is down because Liverpool, they just lost their league title. They're buying Canute. They're doing their things. Klopp is going to want to hit back. Other people are going to hit back. You're a target. So surely you're always trying to push. And when I look at it and you're talking about pushing, how can they get better? Obviously, tactics. If you score 10 goals, you try to score 20 and all of that malarkey. But can they buy a left back better than Zinchenko? I don't know. If I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, all right, cool. Can you look for a long-term Fernandinho replacement? Can you look for another centre half to challenge things? Can you look for another long-term right back for Kyle Walker? Do you get it? Can you look for a striker, whether that's Mr. Harry Kane at Spurs or someone else? That's all I'm saying, my guy. That's all I'm saying, man. But like I said, shout out to him because, again, City, they've got a luxury of squad depth and quality to go with that depth. But they sum up squad because some players are not regulars, but when they step in, they make a difference. Or some players lose their spots like Stones. People were saying his City career was done once upon a time. He's come back into it. Raheem Sterling's had a mixed campaign and whatnot. People were crying about Phil Foden. He needs to go on loan. He's not playing. He's this. Now my man's playing every week. Playing Champions League. Learning from Pep. Not everyone needs to do the loan thing. When you got mercurial talents and the one couple, don't get it twisted. Everyone's a good footballer in that. But Phil Foden, God just said, listen, you're a footballer today. You're going to be a footballer. When you've got them talents, them Mbappes, them Messis, Neymar, these guys, Ronaldo, obviously Ronaldo had talent. Let's not get the hard work confused. Yeah. You've got to treat it differently. You don't want someone else to nurture that, especially when you know what you're doing. And again, people are forgetting Foden can play everywhere, in my opinion. There's no reason why long-term he can't play in an 8. There's no reason why he can't do what he's doing. My man's excelling from the wing. I know City is different. Everyone's everywhere, and it's not a traditional winger and all of that malarkey, people. But he's doing a madness from the wing. Nobody's talking about that now. Again, He's doing whatever. Phil Foden's scary, but I'm trying not to make it the Phil Foden show, people. I'm really trying not to. We've got 4 minutes until kickoff, people. So I'm going to leave you lot, sadly, with Chelsea's lineup. I'm going to go and get a glass of water and whatnot. But please let me know your opinions on the game, where you're coming from. My guy, I'll come back with my prediction after that. But if I don't go now, I'm never going to go. Please make sure you're hitting that like button, people. You know, just to buy some time for myself, people. I'll be nice and I'll be shameless and plug my goal again. I leave you with a DG screamer.
Yeah, against this right back, Charlie.
Let's go, folks. I'm back. Let's go. It's the Champions League final, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. As you lot can see, I had to run up the stairs just to be back with you guys. So you're not going to let me have to catch my breath. You know, I feel as a fullback, I feel it playing against these attackers today, whoever they are. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Let's go through the lineups once again. Someone said prediction. I think 2-1 Chelsea. My heart, hopefully 3-1, 2-1 City, but I think 2-1 Chelsea. If I had to bet money, I think 2-1 Chelsea. I think regardless of the result, Werner's going to score. So that would be that for me. So once again, going through the lineup, people, big up everyone that's locked in. I see 100 odd of you. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Foden, and Sterling for Manchester City. Flicking through very quickly to Chelsea. Mendy, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, Ben Chilwell, Mason Mount, Werner, and Havertz make up their starting 11. So again, good ballers from both teams. Again, it's not about ability. It's about rising to the occasion. It's about seizing your destiny. Make sure you hit the like button. As much as I want to keep showing you the lineup, people, how long until kickoff? A minute. So you know what? That's going to have to get locked off. So yeah, man, I need that clip every time. Shameless plugs. Hey, man, we lost the game. Shout out to Oakwood each and every time because they're a very good team. But that was a good goal, innit? I don't know about better than Zinchenko, bad guy, but shout out to everybody, man. You know, Zinchenko's what he's bringing to the table is very underrated. I fully agree with you guys, man. Shout out to everybody commenting. It seems since I scored, I sent you that little goal clip to stay with. A badness started happening, people. Shout out to all the late comers as well, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. 3:15 locked in. We're about to get started, really and truly, man. What do you think is a bigger / important, BG? Europa or the FA Cup? I'd say FA Cup, but European trophy in it. You can't go away from that, man. DG, how long will it be before Diaz is lauded as one of the best defenders in the league? I mean, anyone that doesn't think he's the best, one of the best defenders in the league already, where have they been all season, really? I think he's undoubtedly shown that, and it's scary. Obviously, he set himself big expectations, so he's going to have to keep playing like that. But it is what it is. A goal of the season contender, if I've ever seen one, DG is the man party. He's going to be watching tutorials on. Hey, man, like I always say, as a fullback, you're good for that once every 10 years, man. So, yeah, shout out to everybody locked in, man. DG becoming family at this point. Keep it up, fam. I appreciate that. We're all a family, man. Shout out DG Nation. Again, if we're all really a family, people, make sure you're hitting the like button, because I know it's Euros to come, but this is the last club football of the season, and it's actually just kicked off. But 10 seconds into the game, man said, birds right highlights. You know, you never missing it. You're a bipolar guy, bro. You ask man how my day was, and then you start sending for the guy, bro. And I'm sure your man didn't think you're a beaky, man. But yeah, it's just kicked off, and Kevin De Bruyne is pressing them very highly. 30 seconds into the game, people. Again, get your predictions, get everything in. Shout out to all the fans of both teams that are allowed in, because as we know, Corona restrictions, and I'd say Fat Cat corporate restrictions as well, because realistically, how many of them tickets went to people's hedge fund daughters and family and all of them people who don't really love the game, all of them stockbrokers and all of them people at the top, shareholders better yet, because nothing wrong with being a stockholder, man, and them things there, man. We're only at 108 likes, people. The target, as usual, is 300. Let's keep going, people. 1 minute 17 on the clock. Ruben Diaz, who is just speaking about in possession, he's giving it to Raheem Sterling. Sterling versus Reece James is going to be an intense battle. Obviously, both men are trying to impress Southgate even more as they can. And obviously, Reece James, I don't know, he's going to have to time it. When to get tight to Sterling, when to be humble and respect Sterling and let him give him a couple yards and let him take you on. For Sterling, he's going to time it. When can I take him on? When can't I? Again, he's going to have to take his moments to respect what Reece James is about and things like that, people. City is the underdog. Shameless 1-0 to Chelsea. Thomas said 2-1 Manchester City. Jorginho's been fouled and Manchester City will concede a free kick and Rudiger will get it restarted for Chelsea. Who do you think will win? As I said, if I had to bet money on it, I actually think Chelsea. I hope City. But it looks like both teams within this first 2 minutes are quite nervous. Reece James in possession. He's gone back to his captain, Aspilicueta, who's hit a fantastic pass to Werner, whose touch has been horrible, but it has forced John Stones out wide. And John Stones has been twisted and turned, but he's recovered on this right-hand side. Werner, it's a throw-in for Chelsea, and I think Werner should be doing much, much better with that. As should John Stones initially with the first challenge, but Werner should have been doing a lot better. That's a very good pass from Aspilicueta, and I think he should time it rightly, but keep doing that, because that was a very good pass. As I know he plays as part of a back three more time, but for me, you know, I'm always going to be biased to the fullbacks and never be scared to praise fullbacks or people that have given it, you know. So shout out to the fullbacks if you are out there, man. Message from the sponsors done. Remind me at halftime, my guy. Shout out to Reece James in possession. Almost sells Jorginho short. Jorginho looks for a foul. Oh, God. Jorginho's a lucky... Reece James is a lucky boy. Jorginho's experienced. He's completely bought that foul or they would have been in trouble. Reece James at this point should probably wake up. It is a foul from Bernardo, but what I mean by that is Jorginho has exaggerated to the point where they've made sure he's getting that foul. Thiago. Aspilicueta's touch, is that going to put him in trouble? No, it's not. He finds N'Golo Kante. Reece James offering an option. N'Golo carrying it forward. 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock, people. Werner down this right-hand channel. Werner, he's found Havertz. Havertz in possession. Havertz's touch was terrible. He should be doing much better. I think if he has a better touch, puts that on his favoured left, that could have been a very early Lengers, people. Let's get this to 200 likes. Where are we, people? 200 is the target. Let's keep moving, man. Always said he's betting on City. Fair play, I get you. You know, K is saying 4-1 to Manchester City. You all think it's a goal fest. I hope you all have, I hope you've all betted on that. I hope you're all right, because again, I want to see goals today. I want to see flavour. John Stones in possession for Manchester City, people, and he's giving it to Gundogan. Gundogan, who again, you can't sleep on him. He's prone to scoring a couple goals here and there. Gundogan has found Ruben Diaz, checks in on his right foot, gives it back to his centre-half partner in John Stones. John Stones looks up, finds Bernardo. Bernardo gives it back to Stones. You see the thing about City, even when you think they're not creating and you've got them, they're doing stuff, you know. Again, a key thing that will always stay with me that I heard Pep say is they pass to... I can't remember it per se, but they don't pass. He said something about we pass to move the opposition, and it's like he explained it like chess, like they're doing specific passes to make you think you can press them, and then boom, you've not looked on the blind side and they're gone. And again, don't get twisted, Thomas Tuchel's on all of that as well. Mahrez in possession. Good battle with Chilwell. Chilwell's done well. No foul, Chilwell. I would be screaming if I'm a City fan. gets away with it, in my opinion, shouldn't get away with it, in my opinion. And again, I can't hear the commentary, so I don't know what's being said. But if he gets away with that, he's a lucky boy. To be fair, Mahrez is fouling him also. Apologies, people. 5 minutes 18 on the clock, people. Pinball right now. Both teams need to settle. Both teams clearly, they need to just get the nerves out. Stop thinking, oh my God, it's Champions League, and just think of the game. Can't lie. It's gone up for a throw-in for City. I did think first time Chilwell could have had a foul on him there, but it is what it is. Money on Man City to win both halves. Fair play. Hope you make a flip, my guy. Hope you make a flip. They have done Aguero dirty by not starting him. I wouldn't say that, because it's not like he's been playing regular. You know, he's had that role that he finds himself in at Manchester City for a while now. So it's quite calm in that regards. Manchester City are dominating this early proceeding. 6 minutes in, Bernardo's tried to play it down the flanks to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's kept that in. I thought I was just about to. A foul's been given. I was about to say Thiago's lucky there. I was about to say that's a brain fart from Thiago Silva. I was so assuming of how good Thiago is. I didn't even count, but that's something he's got to be wary of. You can't always look for the ref, man. I don't really think there's a foul. There's not much in that. There's not much in that at all. There's not much in that at all. What's the CL final munch, bruv? Well, I got some fruit pastels. I got some chicken downstairs, but I've got some humble pesto pasta, man. This is the only thing I can eat civilized on this live stream with you guys, people, without looking mad. John Stones is in possession. It's 6 minutes and 45 seconds in. Zinchenko, we've been bigging him up pre-game. Hopefully he can carry on in that vein. Zinchenko's done a lovely turn. Oh, and an even better one, and turned out and found John Stones. You know, don't be surprised by that. My man used to be centre mid. Kyle Walker's gone back to his goalie. Again, Chelsea need to offer a lot more and quickly, in my opinion. They're not offering much in the attacking third. They need someone to just, even if you're just aimlessly pressing. But saying that, like I said, the last 2 times I think Chelsea have played City, they've been very good off the ball. But saying that's a fantastic pass to Sterling. His touch is baggy. He goes round Mendy, though he tries to do a mad thing and it's a corner. But that's where you've got to be very careful of Manchester City, because I don't even know how to describe that to you guys, people. You know, Ederson has picked a lovely pass. It's a lovely run from Raheem Sterling. His touch has kind of messed him up. Reece James has got inside and just giving him a healthy shoulder, just done enough to put him off. But again, like I said, it's going to be a good battle. Saying that, I'm doing him dirty. A Chelsea fan looked like they got a touch there. Money on Chelsea, Vincent. Vincent says, is the game free on YouTube? Apparently it is. So make sure you're opening up another tab, muting the commentator, keeping with this thing. And looking at that, people, we don't need to do no mad streams today. We don't need Total Tech and all of those things. It's free on YouTube, people. Free yourselves. Make it easier for yourselves. Watch it for free on YouTube. You know, you don't need to be watching it. You know, I've all screened goal and some man are saying it. Something's happened 10 seconds later and that. Reece James, Havertz. Chelsea can't get out their own half so far. 8 minutes and 35 seconds. Chelsea cannot get out their own half so far, and they're going to need to solve it. But again, they should have prepared for this, which they probably did. You're playing City. Gundogan's done well, actually, but he has to check back, and the pass is terrible, sadly. And it's here with Ben Chilwell. Chelsea trying to get out of their half. Havertz has done well. Done very well there with Mount, just to hold on to it. Rudiger. I think Rudiger's Rudiger. That's a good ball attempted to Werner. And John Stones has made a hash of it. But I think Chelsea need to hold on to the ball. I think he's looking to force it there. It's here with Mason Mount. Mason Mount delivered. Werner. That's a big opportunity for Chelsea. An important block from John Stones. I don't know if Werner's on offside. And I don't know if he could have done any more. But City could counter. Oh, my God. And my Lucas just sprayed in my eyes. That's a mad thing. Someone just tried to kill me. Someone just set me up live on my live stream. And City have just tried to counter. If I could still see this. This is a madness. Jeez. That was a madness, people. I almost went blind on this. But I do it for the cause. I do it for you guys. You see, I didn't even break a sweat with the commentary. Madness. Hey. You know when a madness happens and you think, am I going to be blind in that? I hope I don't lose an eye. But anyways, forget all of that. doing it for the cause. Mahrez has kept it for City. Zinchenko. City on the counter. Bookie people. Raheem Sterling. Mahrez loses out. Good play from Reece James. Reece James does very well to clear it. But again, they can't get it out. It's here with Zinchenko. I did think that was a foul in Man City's favour, but I don't think it's been given. James exposed. Bro, I cannot even lie to you. I can't lie to you. It gets long, man. When I was playing Oakwood, there was occasions like, you know, shout out to Oakwood. Like I said, they're a good team. There was a couple times there was exposing the gap in between, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I had to have a couple battles out there. You know, it was one of them days as a fullback here in the trenches. Like, everything matters. It's a very good game. So I can feel it for Reece James still, especially we was playing a back five. I can feel it when you're in them little scraps and you have to go forward, but you have to time it, because if you leave them, like what Oakwood had, if you leave them good wingers out there, they'll make you pay. And no one, you know, it's my fault. I would take it if he scored, so if he done the thing. So yeah, it's a madness, man. How long in the game before you start yawning, Natty? I don't know, man. Place your bets, man. Let's say 35th minute. Good tackle from Rudiger, dispossessed City, and now Chelsea are starting to try a thing. Mason Mount looked fouled there from Gundogan. Gundogan's conceded the foul, and it's smart from Mount to make a meal of it. You know, let his team get higher up the field rather than to try play on. And crucially, try and get players carded. Crucially, the quicker you get these guys carded, the quicker they can't do these little tactical fouls unless they want to get sent off. And Chelsea have restarted. It's here with Rudiger on this left-hand side. He's played it back to Thiago. Reece James is forced to go long because there's nothing there for him. And John Stones, man, it's like they're targeting this channel. John Stones is really struggling with balls into this channel, and you know, he's made harder of that than it should have been. Fortunately for him, Diaz can pattern it. Maybe John Stones has to swap positions. City counter-attack between Kevin and Foden. Won't say that too many times, but it's broken down. And it's over here on this left-hand side with Chilwell. Chelsea starting to grow into this game within the first 12 minutes now, people. It's taken them a while, but they've stopped respecting City. The pennies finally dropped that. Listen, we might be able to do something as long as we try. Azpilicueta. Good play from Jorginho. Every Chelsea player in possession has to be brave today. Thiago Silva, again, I talked about bravery. I did think the Chelsea man is offside there. Did look offside. Again, very poor from Mount, in my opinion. Chilwell, apologies. I was thinking Mount can never do that. Chilwell, hold your run. I can see on my TV, that isn't the newest of TVs, that you're offside. So you're offside, fella. You know. Is what it is. Hopefully it's not a boring game. See, it hasn't been boring so far. Like Natty has said, you know, again, he might lose his tenner that he's probably bet on me yawning before at some moment, because I'm actually alive for this game. It's actually decent. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Ball over the top from Manchester City. Thiago Silva is equal to the task. He will concede a throw-in, though, and Manchester City will have to restart possession from a throw-in. 13 minutes on the clock, people. $140 likes, people. Keep driving that up. We must be able to get 200 before half time. 13 minutes and 20 seconds into this game, people, so far. Jorginho has found Mount. Mount's on the run. He's found his teammate, Chilwell. Chilwell needs to do something. Poor pass from Chilwell, but Mount's kept it going. Mount, can he lay Werner? He lays Werner. Werner, terrible. That's terrible. Werner lays that. Better from Chelsea. Werner lays that. That's 1-0. Fantastic play from Mount. Good touch from Werner. He just can't get it under his feet. Even the way he struck it wasn't with enough power, but maybe if he puts that either side, just because he's looking down, it might have done something. But Chelsea are going into the game now. Mount again in possession. Werner here. Another chance for Werner. He's took it on his left. He's hit the side netting. Again, Chelsea need that. And again, Thomas Tuchel's gassing up the man and saying, keep it going again. And like I said, Chelsea are going into the game now. And obviously you need to score, and especially a game like against City. But that will give them some encouragement. And it's with Werner. And like I told you, I have a feeling Werner scoring today, people. Blessing has said, Giroud cannot miss those kind of balls by Timo Werner. I don't think so either, bro. You're 100% correct, man. But the thing with Giroud, he's not a quick man, a fast man to run into the channels, and that's not him. Chelsea will have a corner, though. And it's a good ball into the box. Fortunately for City, Ederson collects unchallenged. And he looks to start a counter quickly. And he could. It's here with Mahrez. It's here with Mahrez. Mahrez through the middle. Is that a good pass? It's there to Kevin. Kevin's bright. Oi, Kevin. Oi. Who saved them there? I think that might have been Mason Mount. Mason Mount has saved him. I don't know. The camera angle isn't the best, but Kevin De Bruyne just glided past someone. Someone got ripped. Someone got the elegant rip. Someone didn't get the Brazilian step over rip. Someone just got move out. Come out the way, please. Big people are talking. Come out the way, please. You're not on this. Kevin just glided past someone, and then Mount saved someone's bacon. You got ripped. Is it true Sterling has been linked with Arsenal? Yeah, he has been linked, but whether it's legit links or paper talk is down to the individual to believe. We all know it's nonsense. So Manchester City have played advantage, people. 15 minutes and 45 seconds in. It's here on the right-hand side with Mahrez. Mahrez hasn't gotten that Chilwell enough for me. Chilwell's done well to get tight to Mahrez, force him inside. He's played it to Bernardo. It's here with Gundogan. Gundogan's gone backwards. He's found John Stones. John Stones has found his partner, Ruben Diaz. Watchalongs are so dull, my guy, man. Then you're in the wrong place, my dude, man. You're in the wrong place, my dude, man. I hope you find the right place to be at, man. You know, that's the good thing about YouTube. There's different strokes for different folks. Reece James has just done a madness, surviving. Ooh, Foden's just flew in. Don't know why that was Foden. You don't want to get unnecessarily yellow carded. Good ball from Chelsea out to Chilwell, and he's headed it first time. Mahrez is back here doing a bit of defending. Mount's done well. Mount's found Werner. What can Werner do? Don't want to foul him. Werner's done well to find Chilwell. Can Chilwell put a decent ball into the box? He actually can. Fortunately for City, it's N'Golo Kante trying to win the header. Kante's done well to try a thing, but it's never going to go in, is it? But again, encouraging moments from a Chelsea perspective. They're getting forward. You know, they're not just sitting back now. They're getting out of their own half. First 5 odd minutes, they weren't getting out of their own half. They were sitting there and respecting them a bit too much. Hope everyone's doing well and safe. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Players restarted with John Stones. He's found Gundogan. Apologies. He's gone to Bernardo. Gundogan. Mahrez. Back to Stones. Come on, the American Gunner. Like you're saying, make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you're smashing that like button, man. Where are we in terms of likes now? We're at 144. It could be better. Bernardo Silva in possession for Manchester City, folks, people. On this right-hand side. Not been too much space for both teams to really do anything, man. Gundogan. Bernardo Silva. Mahrez. Kyle Walker. Stones. It's almost been like mini games within a game, if that makes sense, people. It's almost been like little 5-minute stages. Chelsea show what they're about. City show what they're about. 10-minute battles. Like from minute 0 to 10, you'd probably say that was Manchester City's. From minute 10 to 20, which I know it's 80 minutes and 25 seconds, you'd probably say it's been a bit more even between the two teams. Chelsea, like I said, have got out of their own half. Kevin De Bruyne in possession. Twinkle toes from him, buys himself a bit of time, tries to play Sterling, a bit hopeful if that was going to get through to Raheem Sterling. Doesn't get through. It's cleared by a Chelsea man. Zinchenko being pursued by Werner. Werner missed it, went in for the other one. That's why I think Werner plays over Giroud. What to answer someone's questions, issue like that. And enough of eating. I'm alive now, people. Haven't said Phil Foden's name too much. Haven't seen Phil Foden too much. But again, he's a special player. How would you lot describe this, people? Would you describe it as cagey? I'm trying to look for the right words to use. I'd say cagey start. Chelsea got out home half after 20. Sergio Aguero looks vexed, people. First 10, sorry. Burn of golden chances. You know, it's a touchy game. And I hope you lot watched the playoffs earlier. You know, shout out to Brentford, shout out to Ivan Toney scoring a pen in that. That was a mad game. Commiserations to Swansea. You know, they did well to get to the final in that. Oh, City's a movie. See where Zinchenko is? He's in centre mid right now, and Ruben Diaz is just filling in. You see what happens when you got intelligent footballers that understand for a period. Let me just fill in. Saying that City have lost the ball though, and it's here with Kai Havertz. Can he find a fellow man? He's found Werner. Werner, that touch was horrible and gifted it back to City. And Raheem Sterling just attacks the space. It's a good run from Sterling. Finds Kevin. What can Kevin De Bruyne do? Tries to cut it back. Doesn't amount to anything. Important block from Chelsea. It's another bookie counter from City. Is that a corner or is there VAR and offsides and that? I can't hear it from the commentator people. Or a foul in the build-up to it. I don't know. I'll have to tell you that in a second. Yeah, can the cameraman BT, if you got me in your headphones while you're doing your job, just show the game, brother. It's Champions League, man. We know who's on the bench. We know who the managers are. We know there's fans there. I want to see the game, brother. Please stop effing about. 21 minutes and 20 seconds in. Play will restart with Mendy, folks. Mendy opts to go long. Goes long. Kai Havertz wins the first one. Mount wins the second, then loses it, but it's trickled through on his left-hand side to Ben Chilwell. What can he do? Finds Jorginho. Silva looks for Azpilicueta, and he finds Azpilicueta, but Azpilicueta looks like he's in a tough spot. Gets out of it, and he finds Kai Havertz, who can charge through the centre. He's found Chilwell. Chilwell, come on, bro. I'm not even a Chelsea fan, but come on, man. What's that? Big Champions League final. That's a terrible delivery. Chilwell's getting a lot of this ball down the left-hand side. And again, I'm a fullback, so I'm always going to want the best for the fullbacks. You need to do a lot better, bro. Shut your critics up. Reece James, that's how you do it. Good pass. Werner's touch is horrible today. Finds Reece James. Reece James delivers the ball into the box. Important head off from a City man, or it looked like it was destined for the head of Kai Havertz. Rudiger now. Jorginho. Goes back to Thiago Silva again for the first time. Now it's City can't get out their own half. Thiago Silva with a long pass. Mahrez wins it. Walker wins it and he gives it back to Mahrez. Kyle Walker's moving a bit mad. And he wins an important foul that can let City get higher up the field. But that's what Chelsea need to do a bit more, man. Jorginho concedes the foul. Werner is giving Stones something to think about. Trust me, it's Werner versus Stones in the channel. You know, clearly Stones is not comfortable. Everyone has weaknesses. He's comfortable on the ball. He's a good tracker. His problems are you pull him out wide, he's uncomfortable. Everyone's got weaknesses. Raheem Sterling against Reece James. I can't ref. That can never be a foul. What is that? Raheem Sterling, was he looking? Is it a foul? He can't be looking for a foul for that. Reece James and Sterling getting into it. What was that? Is he trying to get a foul for that? Sterling, there's no foul for that, brother. I don't know what Sterling's vexed about, but come on, bro. And again, cameraman. These long balls are kind of giving City something to think about. Sterling versus Reece James. Reece James wins it. Zinchenko goes home to his keeper. His keeper kicks it wide, long. And again, City can't get out their half. It's back to a blue shirt. Well, I say blue, a darker blue shirt, people. Sadly, Chelsea can't make anything of that as they lose possession. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. We're 24 minutes and 10 seconds in, people. Where are we at in terms of likes? 154. The target, as usual, is always going to be 200. So can we get that one up, man? N'Golo Kante wins an important foul for Chelsea, to be fair with you. A very important foul. Again, in Manchester City's half, high up there. Oh, did N'Golo Kante, I don't know if he knew much about it, but did he not make Diaz there? And if the delivery is half decent from a Chelsea perspective, they could go 1-0 up. Look at the Chelsea fans, them. Where is this game being played, people? Again, admittedly, I'm a bit ignorant to it. I'm pretty sure this is Portugal. They said Portugal, right? Again, Arsenal aren't in the Champions League, so where they're playing doesn't concern me. Edison lines up his wall. Reece James and a teammate over it. Again, it's going to have to be something special. You'd imagine they're whipping that to the back post, which Edison would probably have clear. So what about the near post? And it's gone to the back post. It's still alive as Werner wins the header. Reece James has to go back, and now can City clear their lines? And N'Golo Kante goes all the way back to his goalie, and Bernardo Silva will be the first press. Mendy's gone long. Zinchenko, you don't want to do that. Rely on offside and that. Phil Foden's done well to win the header, actually. And Chelsea are in for a battle, as are City. I think both teams are starting to respect each other. You can see both players at times not doing things they were probably doing from a City perspective in the first 5. Very good game right now so far. John Stones in possession, though. 26 minutes in, people. Thank you, Clement, for telling me that this is in Porto. So obviously it's in Portugal. So my suspicions were serving me correct. Kyle Walker. John Stones. Space is starting to open up. Again, I think I'm expecting this game to come alive in the second half as both teams become tired. Raheem Sterling against Reece James. Takes him down the line, gets past him like he's not there, really. Reece James recovers very well, though. Kevin doesn't let him out, and it will be a Chelsea throw-in. So far, Reece James has answered every question made of him. Good battle between those two. Man said DG wouldn't mind us replacing Xhaka for Edison and playing him in midfield. That guy's passing his levels. To be fair, Edison probably fancies himself in midfield, and rightly so. Manchester City again in possession. Gundogan to Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne. Fantastic to Foden. Foden can't finish. Important block from Rudiger. Absolute fantastic blocking from Rudiger. Saves Chelsea's bacon. Kills all sting out of that. And it balloons up and Mendy will be able to clear. Important block. Throws himself at it. Doesn't throw himself at it. Don't know what happens there. Werner and Foden probably within this opening 27 minutes, and 20 seconds have probably had the best chances respectively for both teams. And then you can see Pep Guardiola with the hand signs. God knows what he's saying, but you know he's lining up a madness. Will be good to see Brentford in the Prem. Yeah, man. Justice Silva and that. Hopefully they take Eddie or something. Reece James made a good run and it wasn't picked up, but Phil Foden's header has got to no one. Reece James again's won the first battle and he's here again in possession. Azpilicueta. Chelsea knocking it about confidently now. There's a different swagger in their step. He found Reece James again, Thiago Silva. Reece James checks in, says, no, do you know what? You have it. Finds Havertz. Azpilicueta. Thiago Silva. Again, heartbreak for Thiago Silva if he was to lose another Champions League final. Rudiger. Goes long. Is it going to find a Chelsea man? John Stones wins the first one. Kyle Walker wins the second, or was it marked off for offside? It's an offside initially in the first attempted pass. Please make sure you're hitting the like button and getting your opinions in, guys. What are you guys thinking in relation to the game? Clement, you're 100% correct. It was a fantastic block from Rudiger on Phil Foden, or Foden would have scored in the Champions League final and kicked off the first goal. Remember, you lot were saying 3-1s and 4-1s and 4-2s and 2-1s and all those people. I really hope you lot were, like I said, I hope you lot were telling me the truth when we was talking about Goal Fest today. Gundogan's in possession. Looks around. Gives it to Bernardo. Bernardo looks around. Tries to play it forward. Bernardo spinning and spinning on the ball. Proper spinning on the ball. Gives it to Gundogan. Gets it back. Where are we at in terms of likes now? Oh, I think the likes might be stuck, people. No one's hit the like. Oh, 160 ain't stuck. 160. Slowly but surely we're moving, people. Kyle Walker flies forward. Chilwell, good battle. Can't get round Chilwell. Yeah, he can. He delivers it in. It skips past Mahrez. I don't know if it's offside or anything, but Reece James will clear it for Chelsea and try to get a move going. Zinchenko's won the first ball. It's fallen to Werner. Gundogan, has the ref said no foul? It's no foul. Gundogan forward to Raheem Sterling. Sterling now. Terrible from Sterling. He saw his name in lights. He tried to shoot. It's not a handball. Brother, he should be doing a lot better, man. Saw his name in lights. He read what he made it obvious what he's trying to do. And Chelsea just took the complete sting out of that. It's just, you know, Aspilicueta stayed true to himself, stayed strong, stayed brave. And he's took what, not that was the most powerful shot in the world, but it's taken what little sting it had straight out of that, people. So, yeah, man, it's still 0-0 within this first opening 30 minutes and 15 seconds, you know, 15 minutes before halftime. Both teams, in my opinion, have given as good as they've got. Kevin De Bruyne looks up. Chelsea are getting tight to Kevin, as you would, man. Anytime he's to turn or anything, there's like two men trying to stop him. And can you blame him? Low-key, I think Kyle Walker's sliding up for this, in my opinion. Chase Goal says, second half will be Manchester City's, but Sterling needs to fix up. Zinchenko, rah, 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 rah. Zinchenko loses possession now, and Chelsea could counter Werner. Kante plays it to Havertz. Havertz gives it straight back to Reece James. Reece James now says, you know what? Thiago Silva, we need something. Thiago Silva says, you know, I don't even think it's on. Gives it to Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta loses possession now. Foden, bloody hell, ref. Bloody hell, Foden is one strong lad from fuck, you know, bro. What a player. And City have restarted quickly. It's here with Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne. Baggy touch from Kevin De Bruyne. Still evades his man. Kevin stopped by Havertz. Good defending from Havertz. Reece James, who's had a busy day. Reece James. Mason Mount, apologies. Kai Havertz is there. They're in the same boots. Kyle Walker going forward. Bro. Kyle Walker just chasing his touch, and it's resulted in him losing the possession. And Chelsea have been waved play on. Mason Mount's done well to not lose it, and he found Rudiger, people. "32 minutes and 15 seconds in, people. Rudiger is in possession. He gets it from his goalie. Being pursued by Mahrez. Finds Chilwell. Chilwell swings his right boot at it. And I think he's got his, you know, he's got Jorginho and Mount to thank for being brave, because that's set Chelsea up now. Chelsea haven't got enough numbers, but Reece James has to go it alone. Finds Werner. Werner's got to do something. Finds N'Golo Kante. Where are the real attackers? Aspilicueta. Where are the more attacking players for Chelsea? Like, I'm not being no disrespect to any of them, but Kante and Reece James, they're not the goal scorers. It's here with Ben Chilwell now. Mount. Chelsea once again, 10 men in their half. Kyle Walker's won it back for his side, though, people. 33 minutes and 10 seconds in again. Been a good game for me. Not been the most exciting, not been the goal fest you guys promised me, but nonetheless, it's been a decent game so far. "31 more likes and we've hit our goal of the live stream of hitting 200 people. Please make sure you're hitting that like button." No, sorry, I didn't even see your comment. Chelsea having every reason to move around comfortably on the pitch, pushing higher up. Fact. Ruben Dias in possession for his side, people. Long ball forward. Is it going to find Foden? Foden is never going to beat Thiago Silva in the air. Reece James sweeps up. I think that came off a Manchester City man. Yellow card's been given. Who is that for? It's for Gundogan. So, yeah, Gundogan, it's taken him a while to get that, but he's been booked nonetheless. And now that should give you encouragement if you're Chelsea, because you press forward, suddenly he can't make them tactical fouls. Now, he was just late and he left something on Mount there. "171 likes, people. Let's keep moving, man." Man said, gas for the Euros content. I appreciate that, man. Without you lot, there'll be no point in doing this. So I appreciate the fact that you're looking forward to the content. Giroud warming up. It's Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's feeling his groin. I don't know if he can continue. I know he'll try everything to keep continuing. Who would want to come off in a final? Both teams using this injury to get water and tactics. And that fruit pastel just tried to kill me. We're doing water break. We're doing this football thing, man. What happened to Thiago Silva? Is it the landing? I don't think Foden did anything. I think it's his landing. I think it's the way he's landed. But he looks good now. He's getting his refreshments. He's good to go again. What a player Phil Foden is, man. Thomas Tuchel bellowing instructions, as is Pep Guardiola. Both managers dying to win this. Keen to see what happens, man. This referee looks familiar, man. He's definitely been on the refereeing European scene for a sec. Thiago Silva begging the referee to allow him to come on. Gets a little bit of fluid, a little bit loss of water. Goes back on. Players restarted here, people. It's here with Kyle Walker. Chelsea have had 42% possession. Manchester City have had 58% within this first 36 minutes, people. So, yeah, man, it's an interesting game. Phil Foden's gone back to Kyle Walker. Walker, pardon me, finds Ruben Dias. Dias to Zinchenko. Sterling. Inside to Kevin. Kevin can't control it, and City can counter here with N'Golo Kante. But Chelsea, apologies. It's 4v4. N'Golo picks the right pass out. Finds Havertz. Havertz, again, probably thinks it's a move. Zinchenko wins it back. Snatches it. And he tries to go long. Foden's never winning that. But it's falling to Gundogan. Apologies. Bernardo Silva, who can advance forward. Kevin now. Again, what's Kevin going to do? Sees Kyle Walker out wide. Doesn't give it to him. He finds Mahrez. Mahrez with a Cruyff turn against Chilwell. Tries to use his right foot. I don't know what he tries to do, if he tries to cross that or shoot that, but that's tired, man. Weak effort from Mahrez, but you want him doing more of that. Big chance for Havertz this time. He tries to check in on his favoured left, and you can imagine he was going to pull the trigger shortly after that. Zinchenko with an important challenge. "37 minutes and 40 seconds in. It looks like there's another man down for Manchester City. Thiago Silva. I mean, Silva, he's clearly tried to play on. Can't do it anymore. It's sad, man. That's sad. Banter aside, that's sad, man. Because like I said, it's back-to-back finals. You want to give the best to the team anyways. He's tried to soldier it. He can't soldier it again. Like, clearly, when he's gone up for the challenge with Phil Foden, something's happened to him. He's tried to soldier it. That's absolutely heartbreaking for him, man. You know. And Brazil bias as well. Thiago Silva, obviously, it's a shame he played for that team, but it's unfortunate, man. You never want to see someone work for it. See, look, he crying and that now, man. Like, means a lot to him. And now, you're robbed of competing, man, regardless of what happens. This is the moments you look back in your career and you work all week for it. You prepare yourself mentally, and you don't prepare for it to be done mentally, but done like this. But all I can say is a big man and he's needed. You might not be playing, but that regardless of what happens at halftime, them boys are going to need you. And no ego is bigger than the team. Whatever you're feeling, put that to the side and deal with it after, because they're going to need you. In the same way, Fernandinho might not be playing, but I guarantee you he's going to say something moving in the dressing room. 39 minutes into this game, people. You know, shortly it will be halftime. There's not been much to really speak about. Both teams have huffed and puffed. Hopefully there's a goal before the end of the half. Aspilicueta in possession. Not an option for him. Plays a risky pass, I felt, to Jorginho. Jorginho's got him out of that. Couple times Jorginho's got his teammates out of that sort of stuff. Kante wins a header. First time. Good play from Chelsea. Again, it's down this left-hand side with Chilwell. Finds Werner. Poor from Werner. Kevin De Bruyne in possession. Loses it. Mendy in possession. Substitute. Christensen's on. And, you know, pinch yourself if you're Mendy, man. A few years ago, you weren't even looking like you could be a footballer, much less in the Champions League, by his own words. Fantastic play from Chelsea down this left-hand side. Cute little flick from Mason Mount. He gets it back from Chilwell. Chilwell attempts to switch plays. Is it going to get over here to Reece James? It is. Fantastic ball. Fantastic touch from Reece James. Reece James got Ethel in front of him, though, and he has to go sideways to Jorginho. Eventually, it's here with Rudiger, and it's gone back to Chilwell. Chilwell to Mount. Mount comes inside, finds Rudiger. Christensen. Rudiger. 5 minutes before half-time, people, please make sure you're hitting that like button. Rudiger's tried to give it back to Reece James. Zinchenko's done well. I think City players have done well in the air, man. And look at what it means to look at Thiago Silva, man. He's done, man. He's gonna start crying in that. Reece James on this right-hand side. Havertz. Veteran Azpilicueta. Once again, Chelsea have 10 men in Man City's half. Confident start from them. Confident moments from them. Reece James, Kante. Reece James keeps it alive. Reece James had a good game, man, in my opinion, in what he can do. "41 minutes and 30 seconds, people. Christensen in possession. He's found Mendy. As you lot can see, people, it seems like both teams are starting to consider the fact that half-time's in a bit. Chelsea's bright spot does look down this left-hand side. That's a ball. Oh, it's 1-0 Chelsea. What play? That's a ball. Havertz scores. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. First hands on the cup goes to Chelsea. First blood Chelsea. Just as it looked like it was a close, people. Fantastic play from Chelsea. Who passed the ball? The camera started panning. Whoever played that ball, I think it was Mason Mount. That's an effing ball. Manchester City 0. Chelsea 1. Chelsea so close to having their second Champions League. Mendy's played it to Chilwell. And again, as we said, their left-hand side's the strongest. It's Mason Mount. Ball from Mason Mount. Run from Havertz. A leap from Mason Mount. I told you, Mount, what a ball. What a ball, Mason Mount. What a pass from Mason Mount. What a run from Havertz, because that makes the play. You know, Edison had to come out. What a ball from Mason Mount. Mr. Chelsea. And yeah, City have to wake up now, you know. Havertz palms it into an empty net as Edison's in no man's land. Thomas Tuchel gasses up the fans. Boy, gonna have to hit back, people. Gonna have to hit back. And that's Kai Havertz's first goal in 12 games. What a time to pick it. That probably rips up the half-time team talk. Chelsea 1. Manchester City 0. And how will Manchester City respond? Who knows? We're going to have to see, people. What a pass from Mount. Have to applaud that once again. Absolute ball from Mason Mount. Oh, terrible pass. And it's gifted back to Chelsea. And like I told you, I feel Chelsea are winning this. Matisse is going to be unbearable. Deserves it though, man. Shout out Matisse. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Boy. It's looking mad for Pep Guardiola right now. Anyways, people. 44 minutes and 30 seconds. City just have to keep their heads. Don't think, oh my God, we've conceded. Just think we've been here before and it could be worse because Reece James can get forward now. I haven't said that too many times. Too many man on him. No foul. Zinchenko probably being screamed by Pep. Forced Reece James backwards. Can't believe what a ball from Mount, man. But and a run from Havertz, but it's not picked up. 3 minutes of added on time, people, and we're into them. I think that's it. I think it'll be 1-0 Chelsea. In fact, saying that, Chelsea almost making a mistake of their own. Who knows? Maybe I spoke too soon. Kyle Walker does well. Mason Mount's not going to let him away and doesn't let him away. It'll be a throw-in for City. Mason Mount deserves a statue if they win this, but that man's been grinding so far today. City in trouble. Pep don't even know. Look like he's not even talking to them assistant coaches, and that City are in trouble. Reece James on this right-hand side. Once again, Reece James gets to go forward a bit more. 2 minutes of added on time left, people. Kante delivers it into the box. Finds, well, he fluffed his lines in it. It's getting a bit boring speaking about him. That was terrible from Werner. May the better side win. Boy, right now it's Chelsea because they've scored a goal. Kevin De Bruyne needs to drop deep to control the game, control the midfield, and control the game. Probably. Yep, it's 1-0. The game is over, guys. Probably. Ruben Diaz. Raheem Sterling. Reece James, none of that. Doesn't get anywhere. Reece James has his number right now. In Reece James' back pocket right now, Raheem Sterling. And Thomas Tuchel making sure his team are fighting to the very last whistle. Can't keep it going until the fat lady sings, man. You got to keep it fighting. Can't switch off. And we're here with Mendy now. Mendy's giving it to Rudiger. In fact, he's put Rudiger in a lot of trouble. Fortunately for Rudiger, it's led to it cannoning off City. For a Chelsea throw, it looked like. And Rudiger, that's the last thing Chelsea need, and Rudiger needs a couple of moments before half time. Werner's out of his mind. City surely won't bottle this. I think City bottling. I said I think Chelsea winning this at the start. I thought Werner was going to be the one to score, but here's what it is. John Stones, what can you do? Make sure you're hitting the like button, people. And like Tim has said, if you've got any other platform, share it on such. Shout out my guy Tim for plugging it. Kyle Walker loses possession. And now, that'll bring an end to the game, I believe. Well, end to the first half at least. And that's half time, people. Kai Havertz has put Manchester City behind, and it's Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. What are your opinions if you've got any? Get them in. We're at 180 likes, people, so 200 people have to hit that like button, and then we're back in business, man. Delta has said, do you think it's Pep Guardiola's narcissism that's made him go with a false 9, wanting glory to be his rather than Aguero's? No, I just think he thinks that's the better system, and it's a case of, is that the best decision or not? I don't think it's got to do anything with being narcissistic, but you might have a point there. She has said, long way to go yet, just getting started. See how Pep adjusts in the second half. Amen. Amen. My thoughts are what I said at the start, people. It looked a bit cagey. By the end, like I'd say City won the first 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes after that were quite even. And then Chelsea gave as good as they got. They went from not being able to get out their own half to having 10 men in Manchester City's half. And it's a fantastic ball from Mason Mount. I think Chelsea need to switch it up a bit. Clearly, they're trying balls into the channels, in particular Manchester City's left-hand side, bit over the head of Zinchenko. Going forward, as you lot know, it's a case of Ben Chilwell and Mason Mount. Chilwell needs to do a lot better with the ball, people, in my opinion. Quick word from my sponsors before we carry on now. So, yeah, as I was saying, I also think it's been a decent game in terms of individual battles as well. Reece James versus Sterling. James has clearly won that. So, yeah, man. Aka said, it's been decent. Knew Chelsea would profit from this open game. Facts. Aguero has been done dirty. Who knows? He might come off the bench and become a hero, people. He might. Heroes are there to be made, people. I'm coming back, people, because I want some more sweets. I can't lie to you lot, people. It's Champions League watch-along and whatnot. So, yeah, I'll be back in a second. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. If only Manchester City had me at fullback, hey, people? If only Manchester City had me, man. Yeah. What are you lot thinking in relation to the game? If only Manchester City had me at fullback, hey, people, they might be ahead, man. Might be prone to a moment of madness. But nah, man. Hope you lot are all doing well and safe. My word. The stairs kills me, people. I can play football, but going up the stairs is a madness. An absolute madness, people. But I hope you're all doing well and safe. Let me put my sweets into one packet. I hate mess. So yeah, man. I don't know, man. That would have been difficult, but I might have read it still. Sour patches, yeah, but I'm trying to be a bit civil and not open them straight away. I feel like I've been eating for the longest on this live stream, but can you blame me? That's just why I like doing neutral content, because it feels like I can enjoy football again. When you watch Arsenal and doing watch-alongs, like any club you support, man, you don't feel right. Like, it's filled with nerves. I don't really think I'm the best of commentators or provide the best of commentary when it's Arsenal, because my emotions are invested in it as much as I think they're not. Man said you wouldn't get along with Guardiola. I'm sure if I score a goal like that, it'd be calm, man. James has said, been a class game so far. I agree with that on the face of it. The only thing we've been missing is the goals like that. But we knew it was going to come down to fine margins. If I'm Manchester City, you have to say to yourself, listen, we handed that goal to them. If you're Chelsea, you sit there and say, listen, we respected them too much. We've got a lead. This doesn't effing slip. Simple as that. And as I said at the start, I'm keen to see how both teams react. Any team to going to go down, because Chelsea fans were feeling a bit confident when they went a goal up. Maybe it could be the worst thing that happened to them so far. For City to concede 3 minutes before the end of the half is terrible. Zinchenko, are you at fault? Again, I need to see the goal from multiple angles. Zinchenko's not inside for one. Gundogan could probably be deeper. Where the hell is the other centre-half? What's John Stones doing out there? Terrible goal to concede. Fantastic from a Chelsea point of view. Pop them in 3-4 passes. Fantastic. But that's terrible goal to concede from a City perspective. Bare man at fault there. To do that in the finals are madness. I knew City would do poor when we needed them the most. They never do God's work. Spurs, Liverpool, and now Chelsea all in the UCL. Well, I don't think Spurs are in the Champions League, but fair play, bro. The Stones, I don't know what he's on. Look at that 3-2-5, that 5-2-3 or whatever that is from City. I mean from Chelsea. Just need some goals, man. It's been a decent game. Left back on an island. Sorry, left back left on an island by the centre backs. Trust me, no communication. When you can see goals like that in Sunday League, the first thing, like I said, communication. From the keeper has to run out like that. The keeper's not to blame, but that means you didn't say something to the centre half. Now, it needs no explanation. John Stones, you're nowhere near the crime scene. So what's going on there? We needed you. It's like a fireman, you know, it's like a lifeguard, you know. Lifeguard, pretty much you're watching, nothing's going on. The one time you needed, I don't want to hear that you're on a fag break. What was going on there? Terrible. For a midfielder as well, even though I wouldn't necessarily blame Gundogan, it's for you lot to look over your shoulder and pre the surroundings. So it's a terrible goal, man. You're all right, man. Nathan has said, DG, is it time for Fernandinho to come in your opinion? I think you start Fernandinho. The problem with that, Shevchenko's there with Abramovich in that mind. The problem with that, sorry, you know, shout out to Roman, you see that? Sorry, man, but it must be different when your guy, when the owner cares about the club. Look at him with his family and all them people there. They're happy that they're winning. But I think Fernandinho should start. The problem is, Fernandinho's skill set is not goals. They need a goal and they need it quickly. Zinchenko's fault, but he's been their best player in my opinion. Maybe Sterling. That 5-2-3-1 is Chelsea bossing it. 5-3-2 it appears. So madness, man. So madness. But that's the problem. You need to break them down, man. Tuchel's out for him. They funneled City's attack into their areas of strength, lured them into the false sense of security, and then obviously hit them on the counter, man. Obviously, you're right. Again, things are going to change. And again, we're going to have to see. It's a game of game management. Where did Chelsea go from here? Did they build upon it? It'd probably be naive to expect any team to sit back against Chelsea. I mean, sit back against City and expect something. Aguero should come on, boy. Him, Gab Jesus, the whole crew. In my opinion. Shout out to the Twitch gang as well. Deluded Gooner 187 on Twitch. If you're out there, you know, you actually get alerts on that. On that YouTube. Doesn't even tell you that I'm here more time. $196 likes, people. 4 more and we've hit our target. I'm a net centre back, and that was one of them. Yep. Left them on the island, man. It's a communication. Tell people to tuck in. Tell people to drop. Keeper needs to open his mouth. It's a madness. I would, boy, for me, that's the big one. You know, Fernandinho should have played. Fernandinho or Roger. It's not that you needed them defensively. I just think Fernandinho reads them situations. Deluded, I saw your goal. Teach me, man. Hey, it's a lifestyle, man. I can't, man. I can't. You either have this flavor or not. Love though, man. The one time we want them lot to do well, they're being pressed off the park. Maybe it's an Arsenal thing. When we support other teams, it goes mad. Kevin needs to drop in the 10, take off Sterling or Silva, bring on a striker. Pep overthinking once again, playing his top goal scorer on the DM role. Kevin needs to, well, I already read that. Apologies. Gundogan didn't have to play today. At least maybe not in the role he's given. And maybe his roles will change. Maybe things will change in the second half. Who knows? We're going to have to see, people. I don't think Pep will deviate too much from his system because it's Pep Guardiola and he does that for no man. But you get the point. DG to come on at halftime and grab a screamer. Hey, man, I'm good for them every 10 years. I think we've got to wait the next 10 years for that next one. Sadly, Giroud going to follow Gnabry and list of others to leave and win Champions League, probably. Unfortunately. What a leaving present that would be for Giroud. I think Chelsea have done it personally. Foden needs to be more lively and make Kevin De Bruyne the quarterback. Man said, form is temporary, class is permanent. Hey, DG, we need another goal plug before the stream's over. I don't really like to blow my own horn, people, pause, but why not, man? Here we go.
Yeah, against this right back, Charlie.
Goal. Mod. Anyways, people, get the like button up, people. Thank you very much for watching the Champions League with me. Is what it is, man. Nah, I don't, man. I don't do them thing there. But anyways, hope you're doing well and safe, man. And 1 every 10 years. 1 every 10 years. 2 in 2, though. 2 against the new club, 2 goals. Not bad for a left back. Still, makeshift left back. Man said about me and take notes. Aye, man. That goal is so poor from City to concede, man. Man said hit the ball like it OG money, bro. I just thought, let me hit this because we ain't had an effort at goal. Keeper ain't done nothing. And I thought them lot were going to close me down. So I just thought, oof. Hey, shout out to my guy Charlie, man. Very good forward. Works hard. Sets it on a plate, really. Chelsea under Tuchel defense leads. It feels done out here. I just have this sickening feeling. Hope you're wrong, but I think it is. I've said Chelsea were going to win. I felt Chelsea going to win. I said 2-1, but it is what it is. That goal is, again, like fine wine. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. More goals than Bellerin this season. More goals than Willian. I got 3 this season. And couple assists still. So, yeah. Ruben Diaz is giving Sterling some instructions. Don't know what the hell he's saying to Sterling, but he's getting told to do something. Mahrez telling Stones something. Kyle Walker in his own world. Foden, own world. Mendy looked like he just still busting jokes. Got to fix up, boy. See what Chelsea's on now. Werner first out. Havertz copping a drink. Mendy jogging out straight into business. Where's the rest of the team? Or was the cameraman just being lazy? Yeah, the cameraman's lazy. I'm all saying Mendy's first. Mendy's last, bro. That's why Mendy's jogging. Madness. It all makes sense. Can Pep come back? Boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, man, I don't know. I'm not here to say man's the best ball in the world, but I can kick a football. Pardon me. Like, that's what I always tell you. Like, if all these footballers started, if you throw them on football, everything starts getting awkward. Certain comments I can't even put out. It killed me. Kizzy has said something great. Why does the so-called great manager, why did he, I had coffee there, man, got trapped. Why do these so-called great managers overcomplicate things? Maybe it's the catch-22 of why they're so great, man. Sometimes football is a complicated game. More often than not, it's a simple game. You know, maybe just one of those things. Sometimes when you're so engraved in something, you can't see it from a next point of view. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe they'd have to say it, really. But the second half has kicked off, people. We're 10 seconds into the second half. Chelsea defending this 1-goal lead. Foden absolutely taken out there. I can't believe he didn't get a free kick. Foden in possession. Foden's strong, but not Kante strong. Kante's disarmed him. Reece James bumped by Reece Nelson. Pause. Man said Reece Nelson by Raheem Sterling. Why I said Reece Nelson? I've got a video coming out on Reece Nelson. Actually, I was going to ask you lot. Do you not think Brentford's a good little place for Reece Nelson, or am I just being too in dreamland? Because I think Reece Nelson on loan there, if he's not going to get game time next season. Could we? 46 minutes into this game, people. Again, Reece James to restart possession with a throw-in does. Finds Kai Havertz, flicks it on to no one, though. Zinchenko does the same, basically. First and second balls have to be crucial. And Bernardo Silva's put his head on it. Rudiger's got something on it. Again, is the ball going to... Two great technical sides. It feels like a League Two game. Like the ball's just up in the air. Like no one's trying to bring it down and play football. Raheem Sterling. Reece James concedes a stupid foul, in my opinion. Reece James, you've been beating him every day of the week today. You don't need to concede that. Didn't need to foul him there. You got Sterling beat. You got him frustrated. Don't need to concede that foul. He's going nowhere there. That's them ego ones where you just want to win the ball. I mean, I think the set piece is too far out for City to do anything. But anytime Kevin De Bruyne is over the ball and any of them City players, you can never say that, can you? So we'll have to see what happens. Mendy anticipating something. Foden and Kevin over this set piece. What is going to happen? Aspilicueta telling his line to step up. Foden takes it. Doesn't get past the first man. Goes straight into Kante. And Kante will eventually hoof this long. Cannons off Kevin De Bruyne. It'll be a goal kick to Mendy and Chelsea. Kyle Walker down this right-hand side for Manchester City, people. To John Stones, who arguably could have done much better for the goal they conceded. 48 minutes and 5 seconds, people. John Stones back to this right-hand side, and it's here with Mahrez. It looked like a heavy touch from Mahrez, but he's still got it. Mahrez. Oh, Sterling. Foden tried to do his trademark run and find Sterling, but it's cut out. But it's still here with John Stones. Gundogan. Zinchenko. It's all in front, man. City need to do a bit more. Sterling dancing. Reece James gets an important tackle, and Chelsea could break. Raheem Sterling doesn't let them, though, and it's here again with Chelsea. Again, very interesting start. Zinchenko forward. Eventually, it's here on this right-hand side with Bernardo Silva. It's opening up now, people. Bernardo inside to Gundogan. Gundogan has found Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker puts a ball into the box. Not really the best of balls, and it's not challenged, people. So it wasn't going to get anything there, people. City need to do a lot more, but it's a positive start from Manchester City, people. It's more positive than it has been. If City are going to want to win this, they're going to have to, or in fact, winning is a big statement. To get back into this game, they're going to need to show some urgency among everything else, people. Really and truly. Chilwell's gone down the left-hand channel. He's found Werner. Werner can't get past Manchester City, though, as Ruben Diaz is equal to all of that. I don't know, but he should be there in the Premier League if he isn't going to get first team here. Mendy almost chased down by Sterling. Kyle Walker. Ooh, dodgy play from Manchester City here. Eventually, it's here with Ederson. Communication's been a problem for City. Chelsea 215 passes, Manchester City 257. I think that said it just went off the screen. Ball into the channel for Raheem Sterling. Oh, high foot from Reece James. If I'm Sterling, I'm making more of a meal of that. Good battle between them two this evening. Man City have Chelsea in their own half. 5 minutes into the second half now, folks. John Stones galloping forward. Good pass. Zinchenko's touches let him down. And it's here with Kante, Jorginho, Havertz, Rudiger. Kante advancing forward, people. It's here with Jorginho. Can Jorginho progress it? No, he can't. He's elected not to. 214 likes, people. Keep running that up. Let's try and target 300. Chelsea could break. No, they can't, because Chilwell and Mason Mount are not on the same wavelength, and they've given possession back to City. And it's here with John Stones, who's galloping forward for his team. Gundogan. It's a bit too stale from a Manchester City perspective. Zinchenko's found Kevin. Kevin driving. Oh, looked like Kante absolutely clattered him, but possession has been won by Kante, the ref says, and play continues. Didn't look like such, but oh well. Rudiger in possession, folks. Chilwell has so much time. Why is Chilwell coming inside? That's so poor from Chilwell. Eventually, it's here with Mount. Mount's got some common sense and he's played it down the flanks, but Werner's even at a disadvantage. That's soap, and it's offside now. And now, Werner's getting absolutely shouted at by Thomas Tuchel, but that's poor from Chilwell, man. What the hell was Chilwell doing? Apologies to Kante. That's not a foul from Kevin De Bruyne. He completely won the ball. Ref was completely correct in his first call. It's just one pace. It's very pedestrian from City. Win, lose, or draw. They only know how to play one way, which is a gift and a curse. Kyle Walker. Foden. Bernardo. Gundogan. Zinchenko. Kevin. Cut out by Reece James once again. Tries to play it down the flank. Does play it down the channel. And that's fantastic defending from a Manchester City perspective. And Ruben Dias, he's got them out of trouble there because Werner's a very pacey customer. Zinchenko forward, 53 minutes. Zinchenko loses possession, falls over it, never a foul. Chasing his first touch, really and truly. Chelsea need to stop, probably have to guard against just conceding that this is enough and being happy with it, because the more you sit back and the tired you are, mistakes will be made. Kante forward. Won by City. And again, Mason Mount strong there. That's ooh. Gundogan needs to be careful. I did think it was a foul. It is a soft one though. Oh, no, you're not. My TV is telling me you're going into standby mode. No, you're not. We're watching Champions League. What's all that about? Free kick in a dangerous area for Chelsea, people, provided the delivery is spot on. Chelsea fans making their voice heard. Edison bellowing instructions to his teammates. 54 minutes and 30 seconds on this clock. It is 0-0 between these two sides, folks. Ball into the box from Chelsea. Headed out temporarily. Mahrez clears it. Or is it cleared? It's here with N'Golo Kante. And Kante tries to put it back into the box. That looks like it will go out for a goal kick. Mendy looked like he was shouting something at someone from Chelsea. I wonder what that's about. But boy, Edison has given it to his teammates, people. And it's back here on this right-hand side once again. But this time with Bernardo Silva. Played it to Kevin. Kevin first time into Mahrez. It did look like a foul. It looks like Mahrez says, you know what, we need that foul. 10 minutes into this half, people. Surely substitutions for both managers have to be crossing minds for whatever reason they deem. Boy. What actually happened for these lot to get injured? Oh, Kevin and Rudiger just ran into each other. Did they bump heads? I don't know. Rudiger taking as much time as possible. Rodri getting warmed up. For what reason, I'm not sure. Gab Jesus, probably more of the sort of signing. If you're a City fan, you want to see sign of him warming up, probably better what you want to see. Kyle Walker looks like he's giving his teammates instructions and giving words of encouragement to, pardon me, Kevin. Rudiger's been given a yellow card for his part of the troubles. Come on, Kevin. Surely time to start thinking about subs. Would like to see this match going to penalties. To be honest, I wouldn't. But fair enough. I respect your opinion. It's a substantial part of players being paused, people, as they still assess Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe concussion and them things there. Gab Jesus will be entering the fray, though. For who, I don't know. But he will be. Yeah, man. He must be corralled, man. Concussion and that. Already lost Thiago Silva through other circumstances, so it'd be nice not to lose Kevin De Bruyne through that, but health is the first thing. Oh, Jesus. Yo, his eyes bust. What happened to him? Unlucky Kevin. Yo. He's crying as well. Don't watch that, Kevin, man. Yo, that's mess. Lost 2 players today, man. That sucks. Kevin and Thiago is sad to see, man. Whatever the result. Man, work to be in these moments. Work all week. You don't account for these things happening, but at the end of the day, these sort of things here are occupational hazards, man. You know, no one tries to get involved in these accidents, but this is the risk they take, man. Raheem Sterling, captain. Kevin, man. His eyes missed. Jeez. Anyway, City are going to have to just hold that up. Gab Jesus has entered the fray. Ruben Dias has got his head onto something. John Stones. Raheem Sterling. It's gone straight into her hands. It's not handball. Flag stays down. Not handball. City players surrounding. It's nothing to do with that. Long ball forward from City. Zinchenko gets his head on it. Losing Kevin De Bruyne. They need to get their heads in it and get their heads in it quickly. They need characters to stand up and be counted now. Was it a handball? No. City's inside. Potential penalty checks getting ran. That can't be a pen, man. $60 minutes and 30 seconds into it, people. Check over. No pen, man. Can't be a pen. Dead. Gonna have to score it next way. Foden shoots, balloons over, but they need more of that. They need more of that. Mendy to take this goal kick for Chelsea. In a very low key affair, both teams have had 5 attempts. Chelsea have had 2 on target. Manchester City have had 1. Esther said, Man City need a moment of magic, but they haven't really summoned it in big games often enough this season. 100%. It's over for City, in my opinion, man. Right, I think it's over for City. Mentally, they look done. There's no leaders right now. There's no Fernandinho on the pitch to look at. Kevin's gone. It's over, man. That's just my opinion anyways. I just think it's over. Carl Walker anyways, people. Tries to go forward. That's a baggy first touch. Has to clear it. Foden tries to get onto it. Doesn't, though. Look like he's fouled. Gundogan tries to get it out to Sterling. It doesn't quite meet there. And Chelsea could actually counter-attack. It's here with Kai Havertz. Gab has this. Shepherd's back. Reece James checks it back. Finds Jorginho. Chelsea starting to get bopped. Starting to bop it, sorry. City starting to get bopped. Starting to see some elite football from a Chelsea perspective. And the longer it goes on, the more nervous the City players are going to become, and the more errors you're going to start to see. John Stones. Riyad Mahrez. Fernandinho will be entering the fray. Should have started. 20, who's off? Bernardo Silva. Gamble didn't pay off. Bernardo Silva off. Fernandinho on, people. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Should have started the game. Pulisic will be entering the field for Chelsea shortly as well. Fernandinho. Kyle Walker down this right-hand side. Corey Stern checks in. Plays it short to Gundogan. Gets it back. Plays into Chelsea's hands, people, but for what it's worth, City won't let them out their own half. Mount's Kai Havertz, apologies, has done very well. So has Werner. Credit where due. I wonder how much Pep's realizing he messed up. Werner off. Pulisic on. Terrible. Foden will open up things with a class moment. Hope so. Pep not waiting until the 75th minute for subs must be nice. Long throw from Reece James. Gundogan's done very well to make really good look silly there. Oh, they're taking it off each other. I need to stop with these sweets, man. Holy Kevin's eyes, man. Jeez. That's going to be sore in the morning. Nice to see he's out there and able to watch the game still, though. Same for Thiago Silva. They don't need no other treatment right now on something urgent than that. Zinchenko with a free kick. Offside. $67 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, people. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. It's dead, man. Foden, people. Go on, Morris. Hey, delivery. Oh, important block from Aspilicueta. You have Aspilicueta to thank, people, if you're a Chelsea fan. Important block from him. City need to do a lot more than that. Onside. Good ball for Mahrez. Aspilicueta, fantastic reader of the game. Taken quickly into Phil Foden. Kyle Walker. Whoa, Kyle Walker, you can't do that on this stage. Kyle Walker's completely lacking. He's done well to stop Pulisic, people. His pace has saved him there. Could have been a lot worse. Kyle Walker finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko to Gab Jesus. Gab Jesus, that's poor. Fortunately, he gets allowed to go backwards. Told to Chelsea are told to get up. Oh, Aspilicueta is going to milk that. And that will buy valuable time. Just over 20 minutes from being a second-time Champions League winner if you're a Chelsea fan. Just need to hold on. City are playing the same way, really. They need a plan B. You're allowed more subs. Surely, not only Gab is just entering the field, but you need Sergio Aguero. When you got pace like that, of course you can make up the ground, see, man. Come on, Chelsea. Please keep the lead for 25 more minutes. All of you lot that were saying goal fest, you lot were lying. Is Aspilicueta done? No, he says I'm coming back. Chelsea versus Villarreal Super Cup it is then, boy. Ruben Diaz, ball to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling can't bring it under first time. Does keep it, though. No foul from Reece James. Loses it, though. And now Pulisic can counter. Nope, because Pulisic just swiped off that ball, deprived of it. And it's here with the substitute, Fernandinho. Fernandinho's tried to pull it into Gab Jesus. Reece James has rid that challenge. Zinchenko with a decent ball in, but the problem is you've got to put a name on it. Gab Jesus. Finds Fernandinho. Fernandinho's done well. Sterling back. Finds Jesus. John Stones. Carl Walker. Pretends he's going to shoot. Sits someone on their arse. Finds Mahrez, who really can do all of that. Mahrez tries to put it in. It's cleared by Chelsea. But it's here with Carl Walker. And this is what I mean by just off the ball, Chelsea have Pep's number. This is like what the third game in a row he's beat Pep. Pep's not been able to defeat Tuchel, provided the scoreline stays like this. Zinchenko. Not a foul. Gundogan's not allowed and play can continue from a Chelsea perspective. Might be wiser for Chelsea just to allow City to cut that out. Saying that though, it's about to be 2-0. It's about to be 2-0. Havertz. Pulisic. Oh! How Pulisic? Pulisic. Maybe I'm giving him, maybe it's harder than it looked first time around, but I genuinely thought that is 2-1. I mean 2-0. Pulisic. Oh, it looked like Diaz just done enough to push him off that. Harder than it looked. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh to Pulisic. I don't know. But anyways, people, that should have put the tie to bed. It's still 1-0 to Chelsea. 72 minutes and 40 seconds in. On the right-hand side with Kyle Walker. Phil Foden. Haven't said his name too much. Stones with his left peg finds Mahrez. Mahrez first time to Foden. Foden holds it. Oh, good little trickery from from Foden. Finds Gab Jesus. Gab Jesus keeps it in. Thought he overran it. Does well. So does Rudiger just to surveil him. Foden puts the ball into the box. It's dealt with. And you'd imagine Chelsea can deal with that. You haven't got a lamppost to put in there. Surely, how long before Sergio Aguero enters the fray, man? Like, Gab Jesus not moving serious. Do you sacrifice a Foden or a Sterling? Even Zinchenko for Cancelo or something. Fernandinho. Zinchenko. Inside finds Diaz. Gundogan. Fernandinho to Sterling. Sterling delivers. Gab Jesus misses it. Maybe Mahrez has to be a bit more aggressive in his pursuit of that. But I believe Ben Chilwell gets a very important touch on it. 15 minutes from being second-time Champions League winners, Chelsea. Zinchenko. Kyle Walker. Mahrez. Finds Gab Jesus. Gab Jesus inside. Holds on to it. Finds Phil Foden. Phil Foden. Gab Jesus. Finds Mahrez. Mahrez turns his man. Mahrez twisting and turning. Loses possession. Chelsea, can they break? It's out here with Mason Mount. Aware of his surroundings. Doesn't force it. It looks like Sergio Aguero would now be entering the fray, man. Had to drop in on my guy DG to drop a like. CMC, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. 15 minutes away from Chelsea sadly winning the Champions League, people. Aspilicueta forward. Rudiger, that's going to be a ball if it gets through, you know. Rudiger's tried to play a lovely ball. It's almost done Zinchenko, but it's fallen to Pulisic, though. Pulisic has to be a bit more mature in possession than the last time, and he is. Does the right thing and just finds Havertz. Havertz finds Kante. Jorginho. Mount. 1-2 with Pulisic. Tries to shoot. Gets it all wrong. It looks like Sergio Aguero will be entering the fray. Who for? I don't know. Please make sure you're not forgetting to hit the like button, folks. Where are we at? 221 people. So we're moving towards 300 bit by bit. Raheem Sterling out. I told you, sacrifice Sterling. Aguero won. Is it going to be a last hoorah for Sergio Aguero? I don't know. It looks like City are out of ideas for me, man. Kyle Walker. John Stones. Just they look like out of ideas, people. It's pretty side to side, but there's nothing there. Kyle Walker's earned a corner for his team. And Morris to take the corner with an in-swing. Let's see what happens from here, folks. Morris to take the in-swinging corner. It's terrible. Morris gets a second chance at the delivery. It's a better one this time, but fortunately for Chelsea, it's dealt with. Foden to Fernandinho. Guy position on this left-hand side to Phil Foden. Pretty damn easy for Chelsea, sir. They've got their lead. They barely had any. It's not like Mendy's had too much to do, if I'm completely honest with you. It's quite boring in that regard. John Stones, 78 minutes and 10 seconds, folks. Poor pass from City, gifted it back to Chelsea. Kovacic will be entering the field for Chelsea shortly. Boy, Manchester City in possession. Bit better from City this half, but it's not been the best of halves. Kyle Walker charging forward. It should be a goal kick, and it is a goal kick. Kovacic entering the fray for Mason Mount, people. "11 minutes from being European champions, Chelsea." Kovacic signals free in midfield. Mendy to take the goal kick, folks. Please make sure you're hitting that like button. Mendy takes the goal kick. I think this is it, people. Chelsea gets round Pulisic. Pulisic gets round City, apologies. Chelsea have an opportunity to get a second. Elect not to do it, and they'll just hold on to possession. Ooh, Chelsea are playing some fantastic football, and they've just lost it, but lovely flick from Kovacic. He's come on and meant something. So throw in, it looked like Gabriel was fouled there, admittedly, but it is what it is in that regards. Gabriel getting a telling off from the referee for whatever reason, I don't know. Into the last 10 minutes, folks. What a player Mason Mount is, man. And Chelsea with an opportunity to get a second. Depending on what Chilwell can do, that's tired. Chilwell tried to... Ref, you can never say that's a free kick. Oh, God. Lovely buy-in from Chilwell. Chilwell tried to do step over. It's been completely crap. And he's won a foul. Fortunately for Chelsea, that will eat up more and more minutes. And Chelsea might be able to get a second here, in my opinion. This is a madness. Nail-biting stuff. Reece James and Ben Chilwell over the set piece. Reece James leaves it and said, it's all up to you, Chilwell, now. What can Chilwell do with this? Chilwell delivers. Chelsea can't do much with it. Reece James is falling to Kovacic. Sorry, Jorginho, and it's amounting to nothing. Edison. Gundogan backwards. For Gundogan, this would be a second Champions League final L, isn't it? I could be wrong, but I'm sure he was there at Dortmund. Probably wrong. Kyle Walker. Who knows? Maybe Harry Kane's looking... Both teams could be his future employers. I know Chelsea's job would be harder, but can't rule them out. Fernandinho. Mahrez completely sells Rudiger. Kovacic with a meaty tackle. Fernandinho with a meaty tackle on Rudiger. He's a big lad himself. But here comes Kovacic. Kovacic is a lovely ball and he shows why. And he's won a foul. Very experienced. Baller. 7 minutes on the clock. Pep looks like he doesn't know what to do now. Boy, Kante goes back to his teammate and captain Azpilicueta, who uncharacteristically is giving it away for no reason. And this is at the time of the game where you need to not do that because you're getting tired. Gifting the ball away means more defending. Edison goes long. Is it going to amount to anything? I'm not too sure. Zinchenko wins the header. Falls to Phil Foden. Foden. Sergio can't keep it alive. Wins a throw-in, however. Reece James has had a good game. Kyle Walker. Goes long. Not going to get to anyone, though. Oh, it's falling to Sergio. Sergio delivers. Oh, Mendy, important catch. Important catch from Mendy. 6 minutes left. Mendy plucks it out the air. Under no pressure. Long ball from Chelsea doesn't get anywhere, and it's here with Kyle Walker, not for the first time tonight. Kyle Walker plays it inside. He plays Mahrez. Mahrez has to get under control. He does, and he finds Zinchenko. The problem is Chelsea are so well drilled defensively, and there's a lack of movement from the City lads. Here it is with Fernandinho, though. Sergio keeps it alive to Gundogan. Foden. Whoa, Chelsea just about snap into it again, and Chelsea might be able to counter-attack. Zinchenko makes sure that's not a thing. Fernandinho sweeps up. Gundogan. Mahrez. Gundogan. 5 minutes plus any added time they're doing, people. Kyle Walker puts it into the box. It's not a bad delivery, but there's too much zing on it. Way too much zing on it. You know, Sergio, to have Sergio off the bench and not have a shot, City must be doing something wrong, and Chelsea must be doing something right. And that's out of possession, people. Again, 86 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 4 minutes away from being European champions, and deservedly so, man. They've gone through some big tests. Long ball forward to Gab Jesus. He touches it back, tries to find Sergio. I thought that's a corner. The referee says goal kick. Sergio can't believe it. Christiansen says, yes, you can. Thomas Tuchel making sure he's rising up all the players. You're so close, but so far. Making sure the fans are ready as well. Fantastic achievement, man. And for City, I've been saying, I think it's done for you lot. Oh, Chelsea friend. City are starting to look frustrated. And yeah, man. I think without that individual brilliance, Pep struggles. And I think that's proved today. Chelsea fans going mad. 3 minutes away from winning this. Reece James scoops it forward, finds Havertz. Back with City now. Foden. Wow. Well, Foden's eventually dispossessed, but wow. Someone looked like they got clamped there. Who got clamped? Gab has just lashes out and clamps somebody. It's 1-0 to Manchester. It's not 1-0 to Manchester City. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea are winning. Manchester City are down. Closest they've got was probably, well, they haven't really got close, have they? What was the closest opportunity they've had? I don't even know. Havertz taking a whack. He's got up to his feet. Play will restart with a Chelsea free kick here. Look at the Chelsea young fans there. They know they're about to witness their first Champions League live final victory, provided it stays like this. And I can't see City, as I have been saying for a while, getting back in this. Manchester City now going long again. That's going to favour City. Kyle Walker's tried to play it first time. Doesn't work. Into Rudiger. Rudiger goes long this time. Tries to play it into the over the head of Zinchenko, and he does. You know, Havertz makes something out of it. Really, that's play from Havertz so late in the game. Jorginho. Kovacic finds Chilwell. Chilwell don't believe in himself. Chilwell does, however, find Pulisic. City managing this game terribly. Chelsea managing this game superbly. Pulisic somehow finds Chilwell. That's good play. No foul. That's very silly from Gab Jesus. Oh, he's not got a foul for that. Ref, bloody hell. Chelsea have just done enough. Edison takes the free kick. 89th minute. Play down this left-hand side. Kyle Walker. Gab Jesus. Checks inside. Plays it inside, finds Gundogan. Gundogan finds Sergio Aguero. Goes straight across. It's here with Mahrez. Foden, big block from Christensen. Big block. That's just as good as scoring. Fantastic block. Stay strong. It's up there with Rudiger's one. Stay strong. Good from him. Off the bench as well to get himself prepared mentally as well. Kyle Walker almost loses the ball. 7 minutes of added on time, people. So there is a healthy chunk. Gundogan. I still think it's over, though. Gundogan still in possession. Good play out here from City. Gundogan eventually loses it, though. And now Chelsea need not to panic, man. Like, Jorginho, you can tell he's tired. He's just cleared it. He said, talk. Just got to calm down. That's a nerve swing from them. They know they're close. Kyle Walker to Foden to Mahrez. Mahrez checks inside, does too much, should have released it. And now Chelsea can counter. It's here with Pulisic, who's fresh legs, really and truly. Found Havertz. Havertz is brought down. Sergio will get a yellow card, surely. 6 minutes left, people. Boy. N'Golo Kante of all people. 6 minutes left. Phil Foden. Will he take the throw in and let his team restart quickly? No. Zinchenko will, though. It's here with Diaz. Plays it to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's had a decent game, regardless of what City are doing, I feel. Kyle Walker checks inside. Baggy touch. Chasing his first touch. Absolutely terrible. And play still in here. It's a good contest. Oh, good play from Gundogan. And again, City is here. Fernandinho's been a good addition off the bench, but again, should have started. Zinchenko. Mahrez keeps it in. Mahrez long forward. It's a good ball from him. Again, Chelsea need to communicate because that ball was made to look better than it is. How several names need to communicate. 5 minutes left. Pep looks like he don't know what to say or do. Kyle Walker, long throw. John Stones. Chelsea again. Deal with it. But Edison, now of all people, will keep it in. What's Edison going to do? He looks like he's going to pump it straight back in there, and he does. Chelsea look like they'll deal with that, though. Still alive. It's falling to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker to pull it in. Doesn't get past the first man. Going to need to be better than that to get past N'Golo Kante and Zinchenko. Chelsea have dispossessed them. And Chelsea now, if they... it's just because it's Kante. If Kante finds Havertz, he's gone. Kante does, however, concede a foul, which is just as good. And that will eat up more moments, precious moments for Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel just seems like he's saying, forget tactics. Fans will get us through this. Rah. It looks like Pep Guardiola has a wedgie. Madness. I don't know why the cameraman showed us that. We didn't need to, the worldwide didn't need to see that, but fair enough. 4 minutes left, people. Might as well start putting the C and the H and the E on the trophy. Chelsea eating up as much time as they can. Aspilicueta goes long, tries to pull it into the corner. It looked like a foul from Kai Havertz there on his man, on a City man. Don't know if it was actually given because I can't hear the commentary. Kai Havertz eating up as much time as he possibly can. I love the S-housery. Long ball from Edison. Again, the long ball stuff is not working against Chelsea. They've shown that it's not going to work. Gab Jesus gets past Kovacic. Goes down the channel. Will be a throw-in from Manchester City. Another long one from Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, long throw into the box. It's still alive. It's not alive. As Rudiger's conceded a head injury. Just about 2 minutes and some change left, people. Rudiger's doing what he can to eat up time. Oh, to be fair, John Stones, I don't think that's fair. He got, but saying, what's that for? Rudiger got completely sandwiched there, to be fair with you. Completely sandwiched. Didn't stand the chance, poor Rudiger. And you can see the look of anguish on the Manchester City fans' faces, the look of ecstasy on the fans of Chelsea fans' faces, because they know they are 2 minutes away from being second-time Champions League winners. Thomas Tuchel, I'm sure, isn't going to be happy with Mendy's kick. Manchester City have another opportunity. Again, something's got to give. Edison's gone long, looks a bit desperate more than anything, and it is a bit desperate. It'll be a Chelsea throw-in. Not that they'll be in a hurry to take that. Gab Jesus looked absolutely fouled, but he keeps going. He's forced out wide. Oh. Gab Jesus looks like a man inspired. 1 minute and 15 seconds left, people. Kyle Walker. Oh, I think he shanked that throw. John Stones keeps it alive. Fernandinho keeps it alive. Oh, it's agonizingly just gone over by Mahrez. He's missed the whole target. That's that. A minute left, people. Under a minute. They know it's done. Probably preparing the tears now. Look, oh. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who's locked in with me. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Half a second left, people. Congratulations to Chelsea for becoming the 2021 Champions League winners. They fully deserve it. Long kick from Mendy. Second best from John Stones. Zinchenko. Has to be right now. Ten seconds left. Too long from Edison. Ridiculous from Edison there. It's over, man. You lot lost, bro. And that's that. Chelsea have won the Champions League 2021. You know, shout out to Mendy. Look at the tears, man. My man couldn't even be a professional footballer how long ago? And now look what it means. Congratulations to Thomas Tuchel. You know, Havertz did his thing. You know, Pep Guardiola tastes his defeat in the Champions League final for the first time. You've won it before, so it's all good. You know, good camaraderie between the two sets of managers. You know, shout out to both sets of players. Well done, Chelsea. They fully deserve it. You know, it means our N'Golo Kante agendas are going to get stronger. Congratulations to Chelsea. City completely bottled. Look at the tears from Sergio. You know, shout out to Kante, man. If anyone deserves it, it's Kante. Chelsea are champions of Europe. They set up a Super Cup against Villarreal. I'm sure Sergio Aguero didn't want to bow out like that, but it is what it is, man. Your manager overcomplicated things. You lot didn't do what you needed to do. It is what it is. This is what football's about. The dejected faces, the ecstasy. Look, you can see Havertz in tears. You can see other people in tears for different reasons. You know, it's what football's about, man. It's what football's about. Spare a thought for Kevin De Bruyne and Thiago Silva, people who, for sad reasons, you know, occupational hazards, couldn't see anything out of the game left. But Chelsea fully deserve it. I don't know why, but it don't feel like they've won a Champions League. It feels a bit like the celebrations are a bit muted, maybe because not all the fans are allowed in the stadium. But congratulations to Thomas Tuchel and every set of player. Commiserations to Man City. Or what can you say? But you go again. Look at Rudiger. You know, you went from almost being sold to this. Spare a thought for Eden Hazard because he joined to win the Champions League. He busts out and they win the Champions League. Pardon me. Spare a thought for Gundogan. Swear this is your second L. For Thomas Tuchel and Thiago Silva, second time lucky. Well deserved, Chelsea. What can you say, man? Mahrez looks vexed. Let me see what Matisse is tweeting, man, because he's in Cloud9 probably. Spare a thought for PSG, boy. You know, imagine what would have happened. For Pep Guardiola, they go again in it. Probably just going to have to spend 200 million and see something else, man. So I did tell you that Chelsea was going to win. I did tell you that it wouldn't be a goal first. Kante, man of the match, you know. Shout out to London. I don't know about that. Ain't us. And I think, that's 3 times now Thomas Tuchel has had his number. Thomas Tuchel has had Pep's number. You know, Thomas Tuchel, third recent time beating Pep. Once again, overcomplicating. Aye, man. I'm quite sad now because that ends all club football. And now it's on to the Euros in terms of that. But anyways, people, please make sure you've hit the like button, people. Once again, congratulations to Chelsea for becoming the 2020/21 Champions League winners. They fully deserve it. They done their thing. Commiserations to Chelsea. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it already. I'm out. Look at Foden's breaking up. Foden, you go again, bro. You're young, man. You go again. You be playing in these things again. You go again. You know, sometimes you have to taste defeat so you know what the feeling of ecstasy of actually winning it feels like, man. You know, congratulations to Chelsea. City fans crying, I can't lie. It's funny, man. Some people look so ugly when they cry. But on that note, people, I'm out, man. Please make sure you hit the like button. I'm very appreciative of all the support. Enjoy whatever's left of your day. I'm out.